that they were similar in this. After all, most people look down on the weak, and the weak cannot say a word in response. At that time, she did not yet know that it was because of Henry that terrible disasters occurred, which always end in real catastrophes. The immortal spirit realized that this young student fought mutants for real, seeing the meaning of life in this. But his thoughts were interrupted by Charlie, who only now noticed one of the main culprits of all his troubles nearby. Looking sternly into the eyes of the enemy, he asked the guy why he came here and who he was looking for. But instead of answering, the guy stepped towards him, and it became clear that Henry was not in the mood for long conversations. Finally, turning to Agatha, he advised her to watch carefully what would happen in the room. He had only come here to see for himself the scoundrel whose vanity had made so many innocent people suffer. Yes, he had long been fed up with this offspring of a rich father, who without his influence was a complete nonentity. Charlie understood that since the student had dealt with even a crowd of trained fighters, there would be no trace of him left after the fight. He realized that he himself had reached the 5th level of Foundation creation and was strong, but he could no longer hide his fear in front of Henry, and he suddenly announced that he had come to collect old debts from Charlie, all repayment periods for which had long expired. Realizing that there was no other way out, Charlie attacked first, hoping to inflict as much damage on the enemy as possible. But Henry still blocked his rather quick attack, as if he was playing with a weakling or training with a newbie. It was hard to believe, but having put all his energy into the blow, Charlie, instead of the result, felt a new ominous power emanating from Henry. But he didn't miss the chance to counterattack, and a magical whirlwind immediately rose around Charlie's hand, instantly tearing his clothes to shreds. Then Charlie's hand twisted like a wrung-out rag, and the sight would have frightened anyone who had seen it for the first time. Henry, raising his fist, warned that Charlie would have to pay back the entire debt if he did not want to say goodbye to life.